As massive pro-democracy protests grow in Hong Kong, China has shut down Instagram in order to stem the tide of viral photographs of the crowds and sometimes brutal police response. This is the same thing that was done on a smaller scale in the U.S. by police at Occupy protests. And just last week, the inventor of the World Wide Web, computer scientist Tim Berners-Lee, warned that the freedom of the internet is under threat. So I did a little research. I checked out Tim Berners-Lee on Twitter and found that he has roughly 42 million fewer Twitter followers than Lady Gaga. And Lady Gaga has 42.4 million followers. And this guy invented the damn web. What the hell do you have to do to get followers on Twitter? Apparently drape yourself in raw meat is the only thing that works. Sir Berners-Lee, the sir is because he was knighted, tweets about things like creating a sustainable digital ecology, whereas Lady Gaga, the lady is because she said so, tweets things like naked bedtimes, having a romance with my sheets, tired babies need rest. Anyway, Sir Berners-Lee called for an internet bill of rights that would guarantee users' privacy and independence. He said if a government can block you from certain sites, they can give you a false view of reality, a false sense of the world. For example, if all bestiality websites were censored, you might think you were the only one doing it, you know? And that'd be sad for you, right? And furthermore, a lot of protests we've seen over the past few years gain their strength from social media. We have a chance of making international internet bill of rights happen if we can just get Lady Gaga to tweet about it. I think we could solve this. That got you a little sad, I feel like, because you were like, that's not happening. No. And that Bill of Rights might also be useful because recently it's been reported that Google is monitoring and recording everywhere you go. Apparently, as long as your location setting is activated on your phone, Google knows when and where you've been anywhere. You can simply log into a site and it'll show you your every step over weeks or months of your life. This is not just creepy because bad people could be tracking you, but it also influences how you're marketed to and what the Google algorithm thinks you are, you know? I mean, we're all now accustomed to Google reading our emails. I mentioned Chicago Mayor Rahm Emanuel in an email one time, and now every advertisement on my sidebar is for kicking children. So Google thought if you like him, you must like this, right? We've all gotten used to that kind of thing, but now you could get the same treatment simply for where you walk. For example, I went inside this store one time. That store one time because I needed some bondage gear to tie up a home intruder he'd gotten into my house. I needed, you know, handcuffs and a few rings for the intruder. Point is, now I've had nothing but ads for nipple clamps for the past 6 months. Nipple clamps chasing me everywhere, which is not entirely undesirable, but everyone needs a break now and again, right? But apparently our federal government is totally down with tracking your every move as long as it's being done by them or someone they're working with. However, if a small business does it, it's a crime. The CEO of an app called Stealth Genie was arrested and indicted this week by the Department of Justice. The app is designed to track someone else's movement and communications without their knowledge. Clearly they arrested him because you can't just jump in on the NSA's racket like that. That is their thing. They have unconstitutional invasion of privacy and warrantless search and seizure down to an art. Like Serena Williams' backhand slice, down to an art. Like this person doing that thing, down to an art. Like Ann Coulter throwing out illogical, bigoted statements designed to grab media headlines, down to an art. Like Simon and Garfunkel after Paul Simon was like, "F this, I'm out of here." Down to an art. And the NSA is about to allow some stupid smartphone app to steal their... is not about to allow some stupid smartphone app to steal their thunder. You get the point. All right.